This is Eric at Learn Design with Eric, and you'll see a little bit of different scenery today. I'm actually out in my backyard with the beautiful, beautiful sun that we've got going on today here in Oregon. So it's, it's like almost 70 degrees outside. I'm out here in my t-shirt and I feel amazing. So anyway, so today I wanted to talk to you briefly about, one of the jobs of a designer is to problem solve. That's really pretty much what I do all day long. So obviously I solve problems in a different way than say like a plumber would, or a taxi driver, getting somebody from point A to point B or something like that. And as a designer, it's my job to see the problem and come up with a creative way to solve that problem. And so today I wanted to show you something that I kind of ran across the other day on YouTube. It's a project called NEOM, and it's a project that they're doing in Saudi Arabia between now and 2030. So it's about a 10-year plan, or a little less than that. And essentially what they're doing is they're creating a city that is not going to have any cars at all, that's not going to require personal transportation short of just like a bicycle or something like that. And it's a project that really appeals to me because I'm a cyclist and I love the idea of, not having all these, gas guzzling vehicles. And I also think of the elegance of the design. And so, what they've done, and I'm going to show you parts of the video here, but what they've done is they've created kind of a layered city approach. So not much like you've seen with walk-ups where you've got a business on the bottom and then residential's on the top. And so you can have these beautiful city designs where you have lots of retail centers, but they're all right there where people are living. So they don't have to go a long ways to go to a market or go get their hair done or these kinds of things. And I think those types of designs are really amazing. Well, this is like on a whole nother level. So they've actually got these node style cities, and the nodes include things like all of the business that is in that area, and then residentials, and essentially it's like a little mini city. And then so on the top layer is a place where people can go to work and where people are going to walk and exercise, and it's beautiful parks and recreation zones essentially. Then on the second layer down is the service zone, and so that's where transportation like trucking and shipping and those types of things take place. And then on the third layer down, and this is all underground, so it's a very nice design in terms of not destroying the beautiful natural surroundings. And so on the third layer down is literally a hypertrain that goes from one end of this design to another, and the design is 100 miles long with node. So it's a really beautiful design. The idea of you could be in the third node and you need to go to work to the 9th node, and between the first zone and the last 100 miles is 1 hour. So your commute could be, it could be fairly long if you lived in the first zone and were commuting all the way to the 10th, but statistically that's pretty unlikely. I mean, the first zone is actually on the water, so those types of people probably are like the princes or the oil execs and those kinds of things. And then on the far other end is probably going to be more like mining and those types of things, I'm guessing, and natural resource type extraction spots and stuff like that. And so in any case, it's a really a stunning design. And I think of how as a designer we're tasked with solving problems, and this really does solve a lot of problems that we have here in the United States with transportation. And they're constantly pushing us to change over to electric transportation, which does and does not work, depending on what you're doing. Like if you're towing a trailer, it doesn't really work very well currently. I'm sure things will change, but at this time it's not really ideal to be towing a trailer with an electric vehicle. And there's just all kinds of things and logistics to work out. And then also, is it cleaner to use electric power versus say different other types of power? Well, maybe or maybe not, depending on the efficiencies and those kinds of things. So we're not going to get into that today, but I just wanted to talk to you briefly about this and then show you some pieces here, because it is a really stunning design. I'm looking forward to seeing it, and maybe someday I can visit. Anyway, thanks for watching today. This is Eric at Learn Design with Eric.